Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? The King of Lightning here today. Oh my god, yo, that Bleach chapter. Fucking come on! Alright, One Piece! This is One Piece. One Piece chapter 765 live reaction. The Island of Fate Minion. So, I mean, that's a weird, you know, Island of Fate Minion? I don't know, fuck, whatever. But you got Jinbei talking with the local folk about what just went down in their town involving these sea beasts. So, Solo Voyage with Jinbei, first son of the sea, volume 13. Out of nowhere, the ruins crumbled down over the town, you see. Then, the sea beasts destroyed our boats, you see. And now we don't have any offerings anymore. You see, offerings for who? Some kind of, what, demon creature? Who knows? We're going to find out. So, that's that story right there. And then we're going to go on to the actual chapter in of itself. So, you know, Korra. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the Denden Mushi and Korra. I'm very curious. How's it going to roll out? Is Law going to be talking most of the time? I mean, kind of has to, really. But whatever, let's dive right in. Whoa, never mind. Damn. What? Whoa. Who the fuck drew this shit? Whoa. Art from Manning? Is that saying, I don't know that, I think it's 2 M's, maybe, I'm not too sure. But either way. Dude, yo, this, yo, Aokiji, that's good, that's really good. .ca, I'm assuming is Canada, so that's a good picture, man. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. He taps the Denden Mushi. Oh. Okay, alright, you know, alright, yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like that. I like that. Yo, Flamingo has acquired information about the Ope Ope no Mi. Alright. He says come back to the ship. So it may be true, but also it's probably just bait. Just to lure his bro, Rocinante, for execution. Like, bro, you betrayed me. Yeah, sing. Like, I can see that happening. I really can. Apparently, the government put the shit up for a huge price. The Ope Ope no Mi. And Flamingo and boys, they're gonna steal it. Alright. In true pirate fashion. What is yours is mine. Tsukasa es mikasa. I think that's how you say it. And they're gonna give the fucking fruit to Korra. But Law doesn't know. I'm sorry. Flamingo doesn't know that his bro is already rocking the Nagi Nagi. You can't have the Nagi Nagi and the Ope Ope. It's not how it rolls. Alright, unless you're Zay Ha. But he ain't Zay Ha, so he's fucked. Damn. Uh-oh. Are we gonna see what actually goes down? Because we never seen someone consume 2 devil fruits. We don't know what happens to their bodies. We may actually get to see this roll out. What happens to a person's body specifically? Like, do they just pass out and die, or do they just, like, dissolve? Like, what happens? I'm curious. So, we're gonna find out. I think. I hope. Yo! They're on his scent! And I quote, in the past, they've so doggedly sniffed, the Marines, have so doggedly sniffed our location and have come chasing after us. Marine HQ's little tools. But over the past half year, oddly enough, the Navy hasn't made any appearances. The very same year that Corazon has gone missing. So he's been feeding the Navy our intel. Yo! Diamante, like, no, that's just a coincidence. And then, of course, like an older bro should be. I'd really rather not be suspicious of my own little brother. Well, you know, again, that makes sense. Because family, man. You know, family is very important in one's life. So, obviously, you don't want to be suspicious of your own family. It's not how you want to live your life. But then again, Korra is a Marine. He is working for the Navy. So, Korra just said something very fascinating. Because the devil fruits, they still need explanation as to, like, their origins and their creations and so on and so forth. But a lot of folks believe that devil fruits are magical, or like the powers that you get are magic, which they're not. But Korra says something very fascinating that kind of backs up this notion. He explains how the Ope Ope no Mi, and I quote, It has the ability to modify and restructure the human body, the power to perform miraculous operations, and can cure even completely unknown diseases. The law says there's no way something as fake and magical as that could / ... That's right. But it's not magic. It requires in-depth working medical knowledge. So, I mean, he's not really talking about the fruit in of itself. He's just talking about the powers that the fruit gives you. The fruit isn't magic. It's a superpower. Even though he's not talking about specifically, it does give you hindsight into what adult fruits are. They're not, the powers that you get aren't magic powers. They're odd powers, they're insane powers. There may be a adult fruit that may give you magic powers specifically, like there's that theory of Big Mom eating a power that makes her into a witch, full on, so she can use magic. So magic may exist as one of the power subcategories of adult fruit, but it may not. But not all powers are magical. You feel me? All right. Yeah. So he's gonna make Law eat the Ope Ope no Mi and operate on himself, which I think is odd. But I mean, I guess he could kind of do that. I've never seen Law use his powers on himself, so I'm starting to think that maybe because let's say hypothetically that if you do eat two level fruits, you gain the powers of both fruits momentarily, and then you die. So for that moment, Korra may actually operate on Law, heal him, and then pass away. Very possible. So Korra is actually up to something. He's actually thinking ahead about what's going to happen. First of all, he does have this inner feeling that Flamingo probably knows what's going on with him and the Marines. And then he mentions how he knows he can't disobey Flamingo to maintain the facade, obviously. And how Flamingo intends to sacrifice Korra in order for him to get eternal life. So, in essence, if they go back, they're gonna be slaughtered. I don't feel like sitting down anymore, so I'm on my knees right now. I'm on my knees. And now the plot thickens. Yo, listen, we're going to turn it all around on Dofi. We're gonna steal the Ope Ope no Mi. We taking this shit. And then they're gonna go into hiding after Law eats it and heals himself. So we're gonna steal this shit, and then we're gone. We're in the wind, man. Gorillas in the mist. All of a sudden you see it, and all of a sudden you don't see him, dog. Yo, gorillas in the mist, yeah. Gone. So Sengoku's on Dendenmushi, right? And apparently Garp is there just fucking around, doing stupid shit. And then you have Roci like, yo, so there's currently a deal happening for the Ope no Mi, right? And then Sengoku's like, fuck no, how do you know? Only a select few know about that shit. And we all know how he knows. Fucking Virgo-san. Virgo giving Flamingo the intel on the Ope Ope no Mi, the power. And now he's getting intel on the trade about when's actually going to happen. So apparently the deal's going down on this island called Rubeck. And apparently there's another island next to it. And apparently this island is where Korra and Flamingo are going to meet up in 3 days before the actual trading. So the thing here is this. Sengoku was going to try and ambush the entire Kyoto family on this island next to Rubeck. And I got a feeling that it's not going to happen. I got a feeling that when it comes to this plan, because remember, you have Don Flamingo. He's actually very suspicious of his bro right now. So he probably told him the meeting spot just to see if the Marines actually show up. And if they do show up, the Marines who are going to be ambushing Flamingo are going to be ambushed themselves, probably. Or they don't show up, period. So, meaning the Kyoto family. That's very possible. And Law just passed the fuck out. Whoa, oh, it's time. Damn. It's rush time. Yeah, so Law's out, and it's 3 more weeks until this shit goes down. So Law has to survive for 3 more weeks. And if Korra can pull this shit off, they can actually save Law. And if not, then Law's fucked. I mean, we all know that Law's not fucked, because Law's alive. So we're gonna see how it rolls out. The question here is what happens to Korra? How does he die? So either he dies via the hands of his bro, or he dies at the hands of the devil fruit itself. Or indirectly, where Flamingo gives Korra the fruit, Korra has to eat the fruit in order to prove his loyalty. And he does so, but he saves Law and then dies. Some shit like that. So we may find out how... I want to see the specifics of how it actually all goes down. And Korra keeps on telling him that I'm not a Marine, bro. I'm not a Marine. Come the fuck down. In the midst of a typhoon, I'm not a Marine. But I am. I just can't tell the kid because the kid's gonna, you know, obviously have resentment towards Korra because the Marines and the Navy killed his people. Flavons. So apparently the folks that are actually taking part in this trade, the Dies Barrels Pirate. I mean, that's what they're called. They're called the Dies Barrels. Apparently, they're camping out on Minion Island. So now we find out the title chapter, obviously. Minion Island is right next to the Rubeck and the other island that Flamingo should be on. So, thing is that right now you have Korra, and they're scouting the island for the guys who have the Ope Ope no Mi. And there it is. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's shaped as a heart. Yeah. The Ope Ope no Mi. The fruit that would make Law OP as fuck. So this guy, the captain of these pirates, this former Marine, he said this. If you think about it for a minute, if a doctor ate this, they'd be able to become renowned the world over. In the past, there was a legendary doctor that ate this. He became famous for his ability to perform miracle operations that could cure any and all illnesses. I got a feeling that in the story that is One Piece, we actually know who this doctor is. I don't know why, but I got a feeling that we know who this doctor is. Korra's Zone just fucking around with Law, showing him how his powers are cool. Blow up shit and not make a sound, but it ain't cool. He farts, still stinks. And Korra's Zone, the assassin, the soundless assassin in the night. Yo, not a peep. Yo, that was actually pretty impressive. He just came in there, he punched it through in the fucking face, took everyone out, or most of the folks out. In pure darkness, in pure silence. Silence is golden. We will be on hiatus next issue. One Piece on hiatus. Oh my god, shocker. Who didn't see that one coming? Oh, there's an extra page. Damn. Korra trips. He falls, and all of a sudden, he finds himself in a pickle before meeting up with Law. Yo. Clumsy, even till the end. Bad move, man. And Law is just waiting in the snow by himself, sick and cold. Yo, honestly, now that I'm seeing all this snow, I'm getting I'm reminding myself here of Drum Island. Oh no. Oh god, here comes Kureha. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's possible. Very possible. But who knows? We're gonna find out. So I'll see you guys there. That's the chapter right there. King of Lightning. If you don't see it now in the corner, you'll see it later either tonight or tomorrow. The review for the chapter, and that's it.